And what's so interesting is how the bow itself, the artifact, it isn't just a plot driver. It kind of is the big philosophy.
Have you ever felt, caught?
Yeah.
Like between a path that just seems totally laid out for you, maybe like destiny, and the one you actually want.
Okay.
What if that path involved, I don't know, wielding some kind of legendary artifact? A hidden gift, maybe, but one that came with this huge weight. Today, we are diving deep into exactly that kind of dilemma. We're looking at Diviner's Bow, a Liaden universe novella. It's by Sharon Lee and Steve Miller, the duo behind the Liaden universe. And this story, it really it digs into their universe, that big space opera world. It asks some pretty deep questions about agency, belonging, that kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. And our mission here really is to sort of pull out the key ideas from the novella. We're talking legacy, power, choice, all that good stuff. We want to see what Diviner's Bow specifically brings to the table on these themes and, why it hits home for people. Doesn't matter if you're brand new to Liaden or a longtime fan.
Okay, let's unpack this then. So right at the center, you've got the Diviner's Bow itself. And it's way more than just like a weapon, right? It's this legendary artifact. People whisper it can actually reweave fate itself.
Wow, imagine holding that.
Exactly. And our main guy, Kale, he's young, and he's the one who apparently has this unique, maybe dangerous ability to use it. The legends say this bow can literally change the future's direction. But here's the kicker.
Okay.
Kale's an orphan. Raised pretty much alone, trained meticulously for this destiny he absolutely did not choose. It's all tied up in some ancient prophecy, the kind that could change everything for whole worlds. He's basically born carrying this massive, crushing burden.
Right. And what's so interesting is how the bow itself, the artifact, it isn't just a plot driver. It kind of is the big philosophical question here. It's not just a tool. It's like this living question mark hanging over everything. It makes you question, is destiny fixed? It really forces Kale, and us too, I think, to think about where real agency comes from. Is it having the ultimate power? Or maybe it's in choosing not to use it, even if that goes against what everyone thinks is your fate. The novella seems to suggest sometimes real power is, saying no to the script.
So it's not just, should I use this power? It's also about, what am I willing to lose? And who am I doing this for? That feels really personal, even with, galaxies at stake.
Exactly. Very personal.
And he doesn't exactly get to sit around and ponder this quietly. This is where things really heat up, right? He gets chucked right into this messy web of intrigue. You've got these big galactic houses, political factions. They're all jostling for power, for control over trade routes, the usual stuff. And suddenly, bam, there's this new factor.
The bow.
The bow and Kale, the guy who can use it. Talk about a wild card.
Oh, absolutely. And the stakes for Kale's choice, they just go through the roof.
Yeah.
We're talking betrayal, the real possibility of galactic war breaking out, and him potentially losing the people he's actually started to care about.
Right.
So if you connect that to the bigger picture, like you said, his personal struggle, it's directly messing with the galactic politics, the bow's influence. It's not just about Kale's journey. It could change the fate of, entire star systems caught between these feuding powers. It kind of reminds me of that old question, if you could see your future, would you actually want to?
Yeah.
And if you could change it, should you? The story really plays with that discomfort, I think, quite well.
Okay, but there's something else going on too, isn't there? A counterpoint to all this isolation and destiny stuff, the whole found family idea. The novella seems to really dig into chosen kin versus blood ties. So in a universe so hung up on prophecy, is this found family just like a comfort blanket? Or does it actually push him to challenge that whole pre-written destiny?
Oh, that's a great question. And I'd say it's definitely more than just comfort, much more. These chosen connections, they aren't just passive things giving him support. They actively sort of recalibrate his moral compass. They give him the reasons, the actual motivations to maybe step off that prophesied path.
Yeah.
So his decisions stop being just about some, abstract cosmic plan. They become about protecting real people, real bonds he's chosen. And that shift from destiny to love, basically, the novella really argues that that's a profound kind of power, too.
That makes sense. So overall, the feel of Diviner's Bow, it sounds fast-paced, but also emotionally deep. Like, it manages to mix all the complex political games with some really genuine character stuff, especially Kale growing from isolation to actually connecting with people.
Exactly. And that balance right there, that's kind of key. So what does this mean for you, the reader? Well, it makes the novella a really good way in for new readers. If you're curious about the Liaden universe but maybe intimidated, This could be a great start.
Right, not too overwhelming.
Not too overwhelming, but at the same time, there's plenty of that rich detail, that elegant writing that, existing fans of Lee and Miller really love.
Yeah.
They'll definitely appreciate it. It just shows how you can tackle these big, complex ideas in a way that's still engaging, still approachable. It invites you to think without, hitting you over the head with it.
So to wrap it up then, Diviner's Bow gives us this really compelling look at that classic struggle, destiny versus free will. And it explores how power can be both this ultimate authority, but also a massive burden. And maybe most importantly, the deep, deep value of the families we actually choose for ourselves.
Which leaves us with a thought, maybe for you listening, in your own life. How do you deal with that? The paths that feel kind of laid out for you versus the ones you truly want to carve out. And what does it really mean to take responsibility for power, whether it's, a legendary fate-weaving bow or just your own influence on the people and world around you?
Yeah.
And how do the relationships you choose factor into navigating all that?
Diviner's Bow. It really uses this cool space opera setting, doesn't it, to get at these very human questions about choice, about where we belong. Definitely leaves you with things to chew on after you finish reading.
Grab Diviner's Bow by Sharon Lee Steve Miller, now on sale for $18.95. Don't miss this chance to build good habit and achieve remarkable results. Buy now today.
Like and subscribe for more Bookhaven podcasts.